Ceona, let's talk about this traditional grammar class scenario. In this Year 10 English lesson, students spend the whole 40 minutes filling out grammar worksheets, circling correct verb forms, and memorizing punctuation rules. Meanwhile, the teacher is at the whiteboard explaining the rules, and the students are quietly copying the notes.
Yes, and importantly, there is no discussion, no pair work, no speaking activities. If we apply theoretical lenses, this is language as code. The focus is purely on learning language as a set of rules to memorize rather than using it for meaningful communication.
So, in terms of communication approaches, this is a very form focused, accuracy driven approach. The teaching assumes that once students master the code, the grammar, and punctuation, they will be able to communicate effectively later.
Exactly. But as Halliday 1978 points out, language is a social semiotic. It's about making meaning in context. In this lesson, the context is missing. Students aren't using language to interact or negotiate meaning, they are just completing isolated tasks.
Honestly, the communicative resources here are very limited. We have got written drills, teacher led explanations, and weekly tests. That's it.
And while that might help with grammatical accuracy, it's not enough to build communicative competencies. Lidicott, Papadimitri, Cicrano, and Kolar 2003 warn that when teaching focuses solely on form, students may know about the language but still struggle to use it effectively in authentic situations.
Right. It's a bit like knowing all the dance steps in theory, but never actually dancing with a partner.
Yeah, that's exactly when we need to rethink the approach. If the current resources are too limited, how we can make them more meaningful? Drawing on language as social practice, we'd recommend blending grammar teaching in authentic communication tasks.
For example, instead of just circling past tense verbs, students could interview a partner about their weekend, using those same verb forms naturally in conversation.
Or they could work in groups to create a short story or a class blog post, applying the grammar as a real purpose.
That way, grammar becomes a tool for making meaning, not just a rule to memorize.
So, to sum up, the scenario shows up a strong language as a core focus, but very little in terms of communicative opportunity.
And the key message for us as teachers is clear. Accuracy matters, but fluency and real life communication skills grow when we give students space to use the language in authentic ways.
Thank you.
Thank you.